Everything sports related. Breaking news, fantasy advice, score updates, weekly thoughts, and more. This is the Sports Juice Network.
What's going on, Sports Juice Network? What's up, Juice Tribe? Back at it with another video. Now, we do know that since the coronavirus has officially become a pandemic and President Trump declared national emergency, blah, 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 all that good stuff, there's no sports for me to talk about. So, I decided to give you guys a story time. I still want to bring content to you guys. I still want to be funny. I still want to have good videos going. So, I decided to do a story time, okay? Like I said, there's no sports, so I'm going to give you a nice little story time. This is probably gonna be a two-part series. This is a pretty long story. It's probably gonna be a two-part video. So again, I make it to the door. I'm in there. Boom, I realized my mom already went to the back to get checked in to go look at her ankle. I'm just sitting down. I bought my oh, I forgot to mention, I had my laptop bag with me because I was like, you know what, it's midnight, let me get some work done. So I was like, all right, I come down, I sit down, I pull my laptop out. Behind me is all the windows because the parking lot's like right behind me, but it's a room full of windows. I'm doing my thug thizzle, log in, bop, bop, bop. Oh, getting some work done. I'm making progress on this work too. Next thing you know, I look behind me and I see this lady run. I was like, yo, anybody else see that? Because there's like 3 other people in the waiting room. I'm like, y'all didn't see this old lady just like speed past? She looked like, all right, you remember the movie Us? When the old man was running at nighttime, he's like, and he just turned. I swear that's what she looked like. She was moving. From the time I looked up, she was already sprinting down. I was like, am I inside of a horror movie right now, bro? Like, what is going on? I was like, all right, cool. Maybe he gonna find us. I'm doing my work, all right? Typing. You know how you get that feeling somebody behind you like they about to touch the back of your neck, so like the back of your neck hair stand up like, ah. I'm like, all right, somebody, stop, what are you doing? Like somebody's trying to touch me. I turn around slowly because I was like, if this is old lady, I promise you, I'm about to square up with her. She about to get knocked out. I don't hit women, but this old lady was asking for it, okay? So I turn around and I was like, as I look back, this chick, I don't know how long she been standing there, hands on the window, face plastered up against the thing. She like this. Her eyes just moving. And I'm like, I'm looking at my laptop. Has she been sitting here watching me do my homework this whole time? Like kind of crazy, right? So I was like, all right, you know what? I had about enough of this. I closed my laptop. She's still there. Like she just freeze. Boom. Like she's still there. So I was like, all right, close the laptop. I'm about to go find this dude, okay? So I closed my laptop and I was like, hey, I went knocked on the window. I was like, hey, that lady that y'all looking for, she like running around outside. They said, oh, thank you. Yeah, somebody just found her. She's outside right now in front of the window. Yes, just bring a wheelchair. I was like, bring a wheelchair? I'm about to sedate her. Right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, maybe they about to sedate her. So I'm sitting back watching this whole thing play out. I see 2 other male nurses roll the wheelchair out. One dude was, holding her down, I guess. They get her in the wheelchair. They roll her in. They roll her into the front. I'm sitting right here. Again, I gotta show you with my brush and my phone. I'm sitting right here. They rolled her right here, right? So I was like, oh, they got her. I was like, I'm not going crazy. There really is a lady sitting right here. So open my thing back up. I'm back to doing my work, and she's looking at me, and she's like rolling back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, yo, what is this? What is this, right? And so I'm looking down. She rolls up to me. She goes, hey, young man, you got some smokes? I was like, yo, is she talking to me? Keep in mind, I had my AirPods in, so at first I tried to act like I didn't hear it. You know how people be acting when they got music in their ears, but they ain't nothing really playing. They just act like they didn't hear. Bro, I swear I act like I did not hear her. I had my AirPods in my ear. I was like, and then she gonna roll up again in my face. You got some smokes, young man? I was like, excuse me? She's like, do you have a cigarette? And I'm looking, I'm like, I don't smoke. Sorry. And then so she asks this other lady, she's like, oh no, baby, sorry, I don't smoke at all, baby. I don't smoke. And so she was like, sir, are you sure you don't have any cigarettes? I'm like, lady, you didn't went from chasing me. You didn't went from watching what I'm doing on my laptop. Back up. Listen, I love my personal space. My personal space is my thing. That's me all day. Don't get in my personal space. All right. So I'm like, excuse me, can you back up a little bit? So she backs up. The nurses, they run in because I guess they're waiting. They call somebody down from like wherever she was at. So they go in the back of the office or whatever you want to call it. She gets up out of the chair. She sprints to the bathroom. I mean, right, gone. I'm like, She just, you know what, never mind, forget it, I don't care, do you. So I'm back on my laptop, they come out, just like, hey, did you see what you went? I was like, she in the bathroom. They knocking on the door. Ma'am, you need to come out now. Ma'am, we need to talk to you. Ma'am, come out the door. They got frustrated, they left. As soon as they leave, she cracks the door open. She peeks, then she closes the door. I'm like, at this point, I'm entertained. So I was like, you know, put the laptop up. Let's just see how this plays out. I'm probably on Punked, or I'm probably on What Would You Do type of video. I don't know. I'm on something, right? I'm being recorded. That's all I can think of. Somebody is punking me, and I'm gonna figure out who it was. Just watching her. So she opens the door again. Looks. Then she bolts the emergency room. Turn the corner, hit left, boom, she's out, right? Doors open up, she was gone. They come out, they say, hey, did she leave again? I was like, she out there for him. Like, she over there somewhere, I don't know where she at. So at this point, I'm just sitting back. Next thing you know, I see police lights, I see ambulance lights, and I'm like, did this old lady just get hit by a car? I mean, I was like, yo, I think she got hit by a car. So I'm like, yo, what just happened? Police officer walks in, and it's like, hey, sorry to bother you guys, but is anyone in here on the truck? AirPods in my ear, I'm looking down. As soon as he said, does anyone on the truck, my heart just went, oh no, right? Like, come on, man. All I want to do is help my mom's out, bring it to the emergency room. You know, I just want to go to sleep. I got on the truck. Okay, good. So is that your red Ford F-150? I was like, whoa, thank you, Jesus. That's not my truck, baby. I got a Ram. Ooh, in your face, black Ram. Got him, right? And this, I don't even know what it was about. I was just happy it wasn't my truck. It could have been something good, like, oh, by the way, we just put $1 million in your truck. I don't care. I was happy, right? The dude on side of me, he was like, yo, that's my truck. Wait, or he said, sorry, that's my dad's truck. What's the problem? What's the issue? He was like, listen, I don't know if you noticed, but there's been a older lady running around the parking lots. He was like, yeah, I seen her. He was like, she's in your truck. And he goes, excuse me? Like, I mean, kid not, he's standing up, talking, drinking his little coffee. I don't know who he was waiting on. Apparently he was waiting on his dad. He said it was his dad's truck. So he goes, excuse me, she's in the truck. He was like, she is in the truck. And the only reason why I came here, I wanted to know if you can set your alarm off. That way she can, you know, and freak out and might, you know, possibly leave so I can get her. He goes, dude, that is a 2008 F-150. Ain't no alarm on that truck, okay? And by the way, the door's open. My dad's old school. He don't care about his doors being open. But can I just come out there and see? So he, from what I hear, after they come back in, she was flinging paper. Apparently she was going through his glove compartment or whatever. So she's flinging paper, right? And I was like, yo, what is going on? So he unlocks the door for him. Apparently they get her out. All I can hear is, no, you would never take me alive. And I'm just like, you would never take me alive? Like, what, is this a death wish? Like, is she came here ready to die? Like, what we doing? Like, I need to know. I need to know so I can get myself out. At this point, everything went out the window. I didn't care about my mom at that point. I didn't care about my little sister at that point. They was on their own. They was right in the back. I had to save myself. So I was like, I needs to get out of here. All right. I'm trying to find an exit. There's cops this way, cops this way. Apparently, right? And I don't know what happened. They must have sedated and got in the ambulance, but the nurses guys walked back in and they're sitting there having a conversation. I'm listening because I'm nosy like that. And they go, yeah, man, she was supposed to be gone 2 hours ago. I'm like, why is she still here? It's like, yeah, she's supposed to be gone 2 hours ago. Apparently, you know, we called the psych ward where she's from. Anybody else heard what they just said? Psych ward? You mean to tell me a crazy lady was chasing behind me? Oh, no. No. Something must be up, right? It was like, yeah, she escaped from the hospital. And so, first of all, you know how much of a G you got to be to escape from a psych ward? First of all, I didn't even know there was a psych ward in the city I lived. I learned something new that night. I didn't know that. Now I know to stay far away from it, okay? Yeah, so she escaped from a psych ward. They found her walking on the side of the highway. She fell down, hit her head. She was bleeding. So that's when the ambulance picked her up and dropped her off there. They fixed her up. They patched her up. Apparently, they called the psych ward. The psych ward never showed up. And she's just been sitting there. She got irritated. She started running around the parking lot. Somehow found my black Ram, looked at me and said, ooh, that's a nice young man right there. I wants him. Started chasing behind me. I'm running for dear life. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", 235 pounds. Listen, I would have took on All right, this is WWE. I would RKO her out of nowhere. But at this point, I was scared. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This was anytime an old lady who gotta be at least in their 90s and she running a 4.5 40, something up. Something up. She on steroids. She on some type of medication. I don't know what she on. I was scared. I didn't want it to happen. All right. So in my mind, I'm just like, I can't believe this is my night. Granted, it's like a Thursday night. A Thursday night, midnight. I have work on Friday morning. I think I got chased by an old lady. Old lady just asked me if I smoke cigarettes, which I don't. Old lady trying to hit on me. I think she wanted a piece of me. I think she really wanted a piece of me. Listen, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think she wanted a piece of me. I don't know. It's just hard to think of. All I know is if you go to hospitals and you get chased by old ladies, it was probably the same old lady that chased me. Be careful. Sometimes you might have to fight these old people just to get them to recognize, hey, you need to back up off me. I don't know. I don't promote violence. I do not promote violence at all. But at that point, all formalities went out the window. She was about to catch these hands. Okay. That's all I know. That's all I know. But listen. Long story short, I tried to shorten that video or this story up as much as I could because there's a lot that went on that night. But I don't want to make it too long. Okay. But like I said, guys, that was the video of the time I got chased by a old lady. Swear she ran a 4.5 40. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Expect these video times or these story times more often because right now with the coronavirus, there's no sports for me to report on, so I can't talk about sports and I want to keep my YouTube channel active. So I decided to give you guys a story time. Oh, by the way, if you look at the end of the video, I have some samples of the merch ideas that I'm coming up with that you guys are gonna be able to purchase. Be sure to follow your boy on all the social medias. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go down in the comment section and let me know if you want another story time. If you don't, I'll stop. But if you do, I got way more stories to tell y'all. I got some funny stories. This one wasn't probably funny, but listen, I got some funny ones for y'all, okay? But without further ado, this has been an episode of the Sports Juice Network where we sit, we talk about, well, we ain't talking about sports. We sit, we have some story times, we have a good time. So without that, further ado, baby, thank you for catching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Yo!